Hey, what's up guys? Sanjay here. So today's video is going to be super important, and I know, I say that before every single one of my videos, but I actually think this video is actually one of the most important subjects that I've been really taking a deep dive into in 2018 and really trying to master. And it's also going to be the start of a series where we really take a deep dive together into this subject and really teach you some exercise that you can do to get better at this. Now, what the hell are we actually going to talk about over this series? We're going to talk about copywriting. Now, I know what you're thinking, copywriting, okay. First of all, what the hell is that? But second of all, writing, no, writing doesn't buy me the Ferrari or the, fancy mansion in Beverly Hills. And I know writing doesn't sound super sexy at all, but this is actually a very important skill if you want to make a lot of money online. Now, like all my videos, we're going to first talk about why the hell you should care about copywriting and then what the hell copywriting is. So why should you care about copywriting? Copywriting in a sentence is the art of selling through the written word. Emphasis on the selling. Okay, I think we as marketers focus on a lot of activity and not enough productivity. In the sense that we care a lot about likes, shares, comments, or even link clicks or traffic, without actually focusing on the bottom line, the actual sale, the actual part where someone takes their credit card out of their wallet and puts in their information, and then you get money from their bank account into your bank account. We don't seem to focus on the actual bottom line. And that's where copywriting comes in. You would not believe how many blog posts I read where they don't have a call to action at the end. You won't believe how many sales calls that I've been on or called where I don't ask for the actual sale. The whole point of the call was to try to get a sale, and I don't even ask for it. And so that's what copywriting comes in. Second of all, if you get really good at copywriting, you can charge a shit ton of money for your skills. And we're actually going to kind of talk about that later on in this series. But for this skill set, it's very hard to find someone who can have such a direct impact on your business like a copywriter. Same way with, charging people for Facebook ads. You're having a direct impact on how much money a business owner can make. So getting really good at copywriting can not only improve your own business, but you can improve the lives of your client's business and overall just generate a lot more income online. Now, like all my other videos, we are going to have to use an example throughout the series. And if you watch my AdWords tutorial, you know that I beat office furniture and shoes to death. So we're not going to try to talk about those two examples this one. We're actually going to walk through a script that I wrote for a video for my agency. Now, for those of you who don't know, which I highly doubt most of you don't know, I'm kind of moving from kind of a marketing consultant to more of an agency side. Kind of my vision for this agency is an agency that specializes in just growth of other businesses. That means inbound marketing and outbound cold outreach, cold calling, cold emailing, and inbound, AdWords, Facebook ads, all that good stuff. So I actually wrote a script for an explainer video that I'm having made, and this script is just, it's essentially a video sales letter. Okay, it's not like a blog post or anything. It's trying to get someone to contact my business. It's pretty much an ad disguised as an About Us video. And so over this course of the series, we're going to talk about the research, kind of the why I wrote each word and why each word is where it is, all that good stuff. And so in today's video, we're going to talk about the top of exactly how you start writing, and that is the research. Now, research is obviously super important when it comes to marketing, but very important when it comes to copywriting, because whenever you're writing copy, you want to talk to one person, especially in the digital world. Because think about it, when someone's on their phone, when someone's scrolling through Facebook or YouTube, it's a very personal thing. It's not like watching TV where, if you're watching like a football game, you have your entire living room full of people so you can all react together. When someone's scrolling through Facebook, they're just on their phone by themselves, so it's almost like a one-on-one connection. So you need to talk to someone with a one-on-one connection. Your ad needs to talk in a one-on-one way. So the best exercise I can give you is whenever you're writing an ad, writing a sales page, anything, pretend like you're talking to someone who's sitting across from you on the table. Your ideal customer is sitting across from you at that table, and just describe your product, and not the features, but the benefits of your product to your ideal customer. And that's kind of where the research comes in, because first of all, we need to know who the hell we're talking to. So we need to build this persona of the person we're talking to. So that's what we're going to go about in this video. We're going to be using Facebook's audience insights to build our customer avatar, and then we're really going to kind of lay a foundation for the copy that we're going to be writing. And I'm going to be able to show you exactly how I wrote my script based on the avatar that I created from Facebook's audience insights. So now that I've given you my spiel about exactly why you should watch this video, let's hop in my computer and do the actual how, specifically how to create a custom avatar. So we are in my computer right now where all the magic seems to happen. Now, for those of you, I don't remember whether or not I made an audience insights video, but for those of you who don't know, this is going to be a great tutorial to how to use audience insights, and more importantly, it's going to be a great exercise that you can do yourself to really improve your copywriting. So we're going to obviously, like the video, we're going to create our customer avatar. Now this is the person that you're going to be talking to with your ads and all your sales pages and product pages. Now this has to be consistent throughout your business, like straight up throughout. Now let's say you are kind of a humorous, kind of quirky business that sells like quirky t-shirts. You can't have a super quirky ad that's like super entertaining and funny, and then when you get to the sales page, it's super serious and dry. Like they're like, oh yeah, 2 installments of $19.99 to get this product. It just doesn't. There has to be some sort of correlation. So this is going to help you keep your sales message essentially consistent throughout the entire funnel, and it's going to be very important because you're going to attract the right kind of buyer to your business. Now, I'm obviously owning a digital marketing agency, which means that I'm going to be targeting people who are in charge of the actual buying decision for marketing help, which is either going to be the director of marketing or a founder, co-founder, or the actual owner. Now, obviously these people, they're in this business, and a lot of them have different fears and goals, but you can kind of build a general persona around who would be the ideal person I'd want to be working with. Now, I'm not targeting corporations, so there's a very slim chance I might need to be talking to a director of marketing, but obviously I'm still going to ask, when I cold call, hey, can I speak to, maybe a director of marketing? But it looks like we'll probably be talking just directly to the actual business owner. So we kind of need to create a persona of what a business owner looks like in America, which is the only country that I'll be targeting clients in. So a great way to start out, if you come down here to interest, you can actually type in people who are very similar to, who like similar things to you. So obviously I'm an entrepreneur, so I kind of have an inside edge because I kind of understand like where other entrepreneurs are going to hang out. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to find people who are, into other entrepreneurs. So Gary Vaynerchuk, that's a good one. So obviously his audience is about 2.5 million, but if we come down to the age and demographic, you'll notice that 66%, 2/3 are all men as far as Gary's audience is concerned, and they're around the age of 18 to 44. Now, there's a very good chance that majority of people who are at this age have the money to afford $1,000 per month retainer services. They could, obviously, Jake Paul, Logan Paul, all of them could definitely, I wouldn't say no if they were giving me money. But, this is probably going to be our target demographic age range, about 25 to 44, probably late 20s, early 30s. And that makes sense because, if you are a manager, if we come down here, yeah, so obviously management is a large role in, the majority of this audience has management as their job title. So, they could be, VP of marketing, they could be the small business manager, small business owner. They're in sales, which is really good because that means they're extremely, results driven, and they're probably a lot easier to talk to as far as actually, in the terms of ROI, which is what I like to talk about, which is kind of what my whole agency is based around. We're not a creative agency; we are an art agency that specializes in getting more sales and things of that nature. So it means that when we talk to these people, we need to talk to them in a very results-based way. Very ROI-based. That's how we need to make our pitch. Okay, so obviously most of them are single or engaged or in a relationship. Okay, well obviously that's single and in a relationship are two completely different things. But most of them aren't married. So it's safe to say that they're very, very career-focused people. Most of them are college educated, so we're talking to a lot of white-collar, individuals. So let's look here. So yeah, obviously sales and management; these are all white-collar jobs. A little bit of construction and extraction. I'm not really sure what the extraction is, but I'm assuming construction still means like, people who are still on that other side of the white-collar, managers. So that's for Gary Vee. So, just looking at this, you can kind of get like a persona. Like we're going to be talking to a dude who's probably in his late 20s or early 30s, who doesn't have a wife and kids, and who's really career focused and trying to, make a lot of money. That's, kind of a quick little persona just by typing that in 2 minutes. So if we come to page likes, you can actually see kind of what other things they like. They like the publication entrepreneur. Grunt Style clothing brand. So obviously there might be some veterans. I think Grunt Style is like kind of a Dollar Shave Club. That's super just that, you know, women aren't getting into Dollar Shave Club, let's be honest. And then, you know, Jim Rohn, that's an author, Robert Kiyosaki. So these are all extremely financially literate people and entrepreneurs. And so Gary Vaynerchuk. So let's go back here and let's type in someone else's name. Let's type in Grant Cardone. So yeah, obviously Grant Cardone, you know, people who like him obviously like other people who are investors. It looks like this is what the majority of people investing, because, you know, real estate, Grant Cardone is big for real estate. And again, we're looking at a majority men, not married, sales management, which is good. We're talking, so we know how to talk to them. We need to talk in a very results-driven way, and we're talking to managers. So we're looking at someone still in their late 20s, probably early 30s, because, you know, you don't start out a job as a manager. So on Digital Marketer, if you come Digital Marketer / custom avatar worksheet, they have like this free worksheet that I like to fill out. It's super helpful for me. You know, I can just kind of put it in Excel and stuff like that. Where the hell? Okay, so obviously we're going to be downloading the mail worksheet. Let's pull that up. This thing will overload. Okay, sweet. So for age, let's type in probably like 28. That would be like my ideal customer. Gender is going to be male. Marital status is single. 0, United States. Now that's just a quick little thing from, you know, just kind of like that. Now let's actually name this someone. Let's name him David. The reason I'm naming him David is because I actually have a friend who is 28, male, single, and lives in the United States. So, you know, you definitely want to give this guy a name that you can, you know, readily, you know, associate with. So, David, goals. So just based off these simple things, you know, you can obviously dive into these a little bit more in detail. But, you know, millionaire mindset. You know, these people are obviously, you know, they're really trying to, if you right click on that, it'll actually pull up the Facebook page itself, I believe. Yeah. So yeah, you can kind of see like these people are, you know, really into self-improvement, you know, really maximizing their life, you know, law of attraction, manifesting. So yeah, it looks like these people are, you know, at the end of the day, they're hustlers. It just looks like what it is. They're very, very financially literate. You know, they're very hardworking people. So for goals, you know, you can probably assume that this person wants freedom from stress. Obviously, increase in clients. Actually, let's just put increase in profits. Decrease in workload. Because let's be honest, everyone gets into business because we can be self-sufficient and don't have to rely on anyone. Let's see. No stress from not having to work on weekends. So these are kind of like some goals. Obviously, he wants freedom from stress, increase in profits. Maybe instead of that, let's say ability to travel and work anywhere. Ability to so yeah, let's just keep it at that. Okay, so just from this quick understanding, you know, you kind of understand like, okay, so David, you know, what is he what is his goals? He obviously wants to increase his business, decrease the workload, because obviously, you know, if you're making 6-7 figures, if you want to get from 6 to 7 figures, you're not going to work, you know, 10 times harder. You actually need to figure out how to outsource that. So what does he value? Probably values results, because he's, you know, in sales and management. Results, profits, efficiency is probably a good word. You know, obviously you don't want to spend but if you're spending, you know, I read somewhere Spotify makes like no money because they spend like $1 billion and then they spend like $999 million in licenses for the you know, artists. So Spotify apparently doesn't make a lot of money. Don't quote me on that, but you know, obviously efficiency, speed is probably one. Here's some of his values. He obviously values his freedom, his time. So here's some of his values. So this is kind of, it'll kind of give you an understanding of what he wants. He either wants results or he wants convenience. Those are like the two main things that this can kind of show you. Just from this, you know, obviously, like, it's kind of easy to understand because, if you're talking to someone who's in sales, just from personal experience, or, even just like thinking about it, they're very results driven people who, obviously need to be able to, produce a certain outcome whenever they do anything. Now, if you're talking to an entrepreneur, they're also extremely results driven, but at the same time, they're also looking for ways to efficiently outsource their parts of their business. They're looking for the freedom, because people get into business to have time to do whatever the hell they want. Now, so that's a good place to start, honestly, for David. Now, challenges. Let's see. Growth is inconsistent. I mean, that's just like business in general. People don't know where their next customer is going to come. Where next customer is going to come from. Doesn't know what promotions to run. Needs to constantly learn new Facebook ad algorithm changes. I don't know why I keep saying this slowly as I'm typing, but that's just force of habit. Needs to come up with promotions. So yeah, these are some challenges that business owners seems to face. Obviously keeping customers happy, and retaining them. Okay, that's probably not a good idea. So let's just delete that. Keeping customers happy. So yeah, just from I'm sure a lot of these people are entrepreneurs. People who are watching this video. So you can kind of understand, like, this is some challenges that we face, man. Like, growth can sometimes be inconsistent. One day you're on top of the world, and one day you might lose everything. You might not know where your next customer or client is coming from. You don't know. I know exactly what this is. Sitting in front of a whiteboard thinking of how to run promotions. Facebook is literally changing their algorithm like once every 2 months, it feels like. So you always have to stay on top of that. You need to learn new promotions. You need to know, come up with new promotions. You need to learn new platforms. Snapchat released their Pixel in November, so you can obviously advertise on Snapchat, advertise on YouTube, AdWords. You really got to stay on top of all of it. And on top of that, you got to make sure the customers that you have keep coming back and buying more shit. So these are all challenges that business owners face. Now, pain points. Stress from not hitting goals, working long nights and weekends, having to spend, not having to spend, when spending time with family, mind is still on business. Okay, I know you guys have definitely been there. Okay, whenever I sometimes, eat dinner with my, family, I think in the back of my mind, like, man, I could be using this hour of time to, be creating another video script or something like that. Let's see, what else? Relationships with friends and employees are getting strained because you can't hang out with them because business is going bad. What else? Maybe your competitors are closing in. So this is probably a good place to stop. So, obviously stress from not hitting goals or growing business. Your profits are, you're not in the green. You're working long nights and weekends, but you feel like your wheels are still churning. Even when you're with your friends and family, your mind is still on your business because that's all you can think about. Because if it's almost like opening up it's like an itch you can't scratch. Essentially, it's like opening up a loop. Whenever you're with your friend and like someone, you have that thing on the tip of your tongue, but you can't, you can't remember the name of that one actor from that one movie, and you just have to go on Google and look it up, and you just get like that, like that super zoned. That's kind of what a lot of entrepreneurs have. Even when they're with their friends and family, they still get super zoned in on their business. And then obviously competitors are closing, and that's more fear. So this part right here is going to be mainly fear-based. And for you guys, that's exactly what I see. What is someone in your audience? What are some of their pain points? Let's say you're in the dog niche. Maybe they want their dog to not, be getting hurt whenever the collar pulls back on their hair. They see that their dog, when the collar pulls back, the dog's hair gets pulled and the dog's in pain. So that causes the owner some pain. Things like that. So really focus on these two, because this is exactly how you're going to talk about the benefits of your, about your, product or service. Occupation, manager, or I should put small business owner. Business owner, founder. Annual income, we're looking probably somewhere between low 5 figures to 6 figures. So let's say like 75,000 to about 100,000. College grad. Okay, objections to sales. This is going to be huge because now you can kind of understand role in the process, the decision maker. So obviously we're talking to the decision maker. So maybe, for your guys' e-commerce stores, you can kind of create like a, maybe like this is the dude who's making the buying decision. Objections to sales. The price doesn't match the value. Oops. God dang, match the value. This company is doing it for, let's just say $5. My cousin Vinny is doing it for us. So a lot of these are obviously price-based. We can talk about Facebook ads don't work for me. How much experience do you have? I don't think you can do this. Fuck off. No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Can you guarantee? Okay, I totally fucked that up. Results. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of how you make a quick little customer avatar. Now for you guys, obviously most of you guys are in the Shopify, maybe affiliate marketing. Objections to your sale could just be price, or hey, Amazon has 2-day shipping for free, or hey, this company has handmade fidget spinners as opposed to machine made. Things like that could definitely be objections. But yeah, guys, now you understand like kind of how we're going to talk to this David, small business owner. He's 28 to 30 years old. He's a guy. He wants to either be free from all the stress of growing his business, or he wants to really get that next level. He wants to grow that business from 1 million a year to maybe like 2 million a year, or he really wants to be able to be that business owner who can not have to set an alarm on his clock. He can just wake up whenever the hell he wants, and then he can go into the office whenever he wants, and he doesn't have to show up every single day. So yeah, guys, that's kind of a quick way for us to use audience insights in order to build out a customer avatar. Now, we know exactly who we're going to talk to. We know exactly how to talk to them using these challenges. We know what this person values, because someone who doesn't value results, speed, efficiency, freedom, they're not an entrepreneur, or they're not in sales or marketing or management, because this is, affecting, their livelihood, and more importantly than money, their time. And so, this is a really great exercise that everyone needs to do, because it allows you to understand exactly how to talk to your ideal customer. Okay guys, so that's the video for today. If you found any value out of this video, be sure to hit the like button below and the subscribe button. If you hit the subscribe button, that would be huge for me, because we're almost close to 100 subscribers. I upload daily videos. Well, okay. Emphasis on daily. By daily, I mean weekdays. Okay, so if you're ever on lunch break and want to further your mind, or go and commuting to work or something, be sure to play my videos. But yeah, if you have any questions, maybe I just didn't do a good enough job of explaining anything, be sure to leave them in the comments below. I answer all questions personally, and feel free to reach out to me via email. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for today as far as creating the custom avatar. I will see you guys tomorrow where we talk about actually structuring the words in our script.